Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show, and remember, it's all in good fun.
Hello, hello, hello. Are you okay? Is everybody okay? Everybody take a deep breath. Everybody breathe. I legit cried for Naomi because that woman deserved that championship. She earned it. And they put on a banger of a show today. Every match on this card was worth watching. Everything they did on this card was intentional. It had merit behind it. It was so worth it. When I tell y'all that Naomi deserved that title, she earned that title, and she gonna reign as champion for as long as they let her do it. I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of Jade. I'm proud of all of them. They did absolutely amazing in this show. But I was genuinely shocked at the ending of this. But I was so happy for Naomi, and I was so proud of her for everything that lady has been through and all of the hell that she has been put through. For her to now be able to come out on top and be champion and be successful at cashing in on one of the biggest PLEs in history for the girls. Y'all really don't understand what that means, especially to somebody like me who didn't get to see that when I was in my youth watching this. I didn't get to see this kind of stuff. So now we get to see it, and I'm able to appreciate it more. But the girls, the little girls coming behind me, the young adults coming behind me, they get to see it. And that's the cool part. Now, I'm gonna start at the end, and we're gonna work our way down. Evolution was an amazing PLE. It was sensational. But we're gonna start with Rhea and Io's match. To be honest, this match was brutal. It was hard hitting, but the girls was out there fighting. and they did an excellent job at storytelling during this match. They fought hard, and they did amazing in this match. But ultimately, what it came down to was Money in the Bank being a sleeper. Naomi never alluded to doing anything with the Raw roster in terms of being women's champion. Every time she came out there, she made sure she made a point to let Tiffany know that she was coming after her, which left Io to be feeling secure. Io didn't feel like she was going to be attacked. Io didn't feel like she had to protect herself or defend herself against that damn briefcase. Naomi played the long game, and she did it in the smartest way that she could have ever done it. None of us could have predicted that this was happening. Nobody. But nobody.
She did leave a very small subtle hint when she sat down, when she was talking to E, and E was bigging her up after she won the briefcase. She did say anybody with gold is on notice. But like you said, it was more so leaning towards Tiffany because that's what she was playing at.
Yes.
Oh, that side was crazy.
Nobody was able to predict what she was going to do. She came out there and she cashed in on Io. Io is the one who ate the pin. It wasn't Rhea Ripley. Now Naomi is now the WWE Women's Champion. She is the Women's World Champion, and it's about damn time. I'm so happy for her. I'm so proud of her. I know it's unfortunate for Rhea and for Io Sky, but unfortunately, somebody had to bite the bullet, and it had to be y'all. I'm sorry. But Naomi's champ, and to me, that is so amazing, and I love it so much. I'm in love with it so much. The Women's Evolution Battle Royal was insane. It was so good. All of the women who competed in this match did great. It was so much fun to watch. I truly, truly, truly enjoyed this Battle Royal. Everybody that competed in here did a great job, but it came down to Nia Jax hiding out on the outside. And of course, the girls coming in with Stephanie, Nikki Bella, and I believe it was Stephanie, Nikki Bella, and Lash that were left along with Nia Jax. They eliminated Nikki Bella, and it came down to Nia, Lash, and Stephanie. Nia and Lash was battling it out. Lash picked Nia's ass up. You understand? Picked her up. Stephanie and Lash teamed together and got rid of Nia, and it came down to just Lash and Stephanie, and the two girls battled it out. But unfortunately for Lash, she wasn't able to best everybody's favorite demon. So Stephanie is your 2025 Evolution Battle Royal winner, and she will be heading to Clash and Castle as your number one contender for the Women's World Championship. Or she could go after Tiffany because they never specified which title this particular number one contendership could go for. They never said. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I would imagine she's going to go after the Women's World Championship rather than going after Tiffany Stratton. But personally, I would send Stephanie after Tiffany. Humble that girl if she keeps the title past Mania, which I don't think she will. She going up against Jade Cargill, and I think they're going to put the title on the girl personally. But we're going to move on down. Let's go to the no-holds-barred match with Bianca Belair as your referee, and these two beat the hell out of each other once again. I didn't expect them to go as far as they did, but they did. They went there, okay? There were tables. There was goddamn chains. Bitches was pulling out toolboxes. It was full-on mayhem and chaos out here, okay? They were fighting. So much so that Naomi got her nose all scratched up and bleeding. And then the helper had the audacity to wipe the blood in Jade's hair all over her face. Child, this match was so intense And it was emotional. It looked like on Bianca's side, she was looking at two people that she loved, two people that are her friends, and they both was beating the hell out of each other. And she called that match down the middle. Jade was able to best Naomi and put her through a table with her signature move. And it was a brutal fight between these two. I honestly believe that I could rewatch this whole PLE and still be happy with every match on this card. Speaking of every match on this card, let's get to the one that wasn't the worst of the night. It wasn't the baddest match of the night. But if I had to put this on the tier of greatest to least greatest, this would be the least greatest match. And it wasn't because of Tiffany or Trish Stratus not putting out all the stops in the match. They did actually pretty well against each other. It was just a match, and we kind of figured how it was going to go. So it was no shocking factor in this match. It just was what it was. Tiffany Stratton retained her championship, and she seemed to be, very much, living her best life because she's beaten Trish Stratus. I guess so. If it makes you happy, congratulations. Me personally, I could care less about this match, but I was very proud of Trish Stratus and what she was capable of and how she was in there holding her own against Tiffany. She's done amazing things. So kudos to you, girl, for being at the top of the mountain. Okay. Kudos. Now, let's get to the tag team match. Before we get there, I'm going to go to y'all comments and pull up y'all comments because I didn't see them and I'm going to pull them up. So, Evolution 2 was way better. Of course, I almost cried. I was crying earlier, but I got myself together. I was like, no, Jessica, yeah, she got knocked out in that match. Hi, Cassandra. Stephanie was my dream pick. Oh, she was. I really wanted Lash to win that Battle Royal. I was low-key upset that she didn't win, but I'm glad that it was Stephanie. But I really wanted Lash to win, and Lash looked great. She did exceptional. I can't wait till they pull her up to the main roster. They need to use her very, very well. Nice, successful women's cash in. Okay, Keenan, that's cool. Jade threw a toolbox, and Jade went through a TV. Yeah, she did. It was a lot going on in that match. IDK, this one could have been off on a Friday. Trish and Lee and Tiffany's match could have been on a Friday, but you know what? I'll give it to them that they did okay. It wasn't a bad match. It just wasn't much to it, and you kind of figured who was going to win. Yeah, Kayla, I understand. That's another thing. Charlotte Flair has been through hell and back, and it took her telling her story and speaking her truth over in the Players Tribune for people to finally give Charlotte the love and respect she deserved. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of that change, the way that people treat her, that shift in their behavior did come from Alexa Bliss and them pairing them up and them having this nice banter and rapport with each other. And that in itself is a good thing. I'm very proud of Alexa Bliss for, going over there and taking up for her girl and, both of them working together to help Charlotte get some traction going in this stage of her career. With all that being said, okay, this match is one of my favorites. And it really was not because of Roxanne and Raquel. Neither one of them did anything significant, in my opinion, in this match. But everybody else in this match, from Charlotte to Bliss to Zarya, Soul, and the Kabuki Warriors and Kairi and Asuka, they were absolutely insane in this match. They were great. Everybody was able to get their signature moves off. They were wonderful in these matches, okay? I love this match. And what the key part about this is showing the growth of Bliss and Charlotte. They really, really honed in on that. When Bliss was about to get speared by Zarya, Charlotte went in for the save and got her out of the way. And she told her right then and there, hey, I got you. And that in itself is a nice shift in her character change. And it is going to aid in Charlotte being able to get over like she should. The crowd being able to cheer for her and give her the love and respect that she deserves is all that I ask. This evolution is insane from start to finish. I loved it. And this match is probably one of my favorites, mainly because Charlotte is finally getting her just due, and I love that for her. This match right here, they are doing exactly what I think they're going to do. Jacy Jayne beat Jordynne Grace today because of course, Blake Monroe. If you thought for a minute that Blake was going to stay this cute poppy, oh, I'm sweet and I'm just here to help type of girl, you're crazy. Now, one thing about me, anytime a bitch put me in the table, I'm not never going to put a belt in your hands and help you win nothing. But I think the issue here is not that she was helping Jacy win the championship, but she did what she had to keep Jordynne from getting it because she knew it'd be an uphill battle facing off against Jordynne. But again, it's easy to beat Jacy Jayne. And I would rather fight the lesser of the two evils than to go up against Jordynne, the Juggernaut. Now, eventually, Blake is going to have to face off against Jordynne at some point, but it won't be for that championship, okay? Now, Jacy Jayne got a tall order ahead of her. She not only has to retain her NXT championship, but she's got to fight Masha Slamovich next week at Slammiversary on Sunday. She do not get a moment's rest. She is going to be fighting for her life. But if she manages to win and be able to stay champion, Jacy Jayne will be a double champion. She will be TNA Knockouts champion, and she also will be WWE NXT Women's Champion. Okay? But the story here is between Blake and Jordynne. And I'm sure by the time NXT comes around next week, all of that will come to a head. If you expected Blake Monroe to be like this helper to help somebody win a match, I wouldn't have invited her to be in my corner at all. Because I know the heifer's history. And Jordynne should have known better, in my opinion. Now, the first match of the night, the very first match of the night, set the tone for today. And they did a very good job. This was the triple threat. The Intercontinental Championship was on the line. Bayley, Lyra, and Becky were all fighting to either retain, which was on Becky's side, or to become a new champion, which would be Bayley or Lyra Valkyria. The way this match was set up, a lot of it was between Bayley and Lyra, and then it was switch off between the three of them. Towards the end, Becky was able to steal a pin and roll up Bayley of all of them. I really wished that she would have pinned Lyra and took Lyra out of the equation. I really hated that Bayley had to eat the pin in this match, mainly because Bayley is the one where the real rivalry lies. I don't need to see Lyra and Becky go at it again, but I do want to see Bayley and Becky have a real match against each other. I don't want to see Lyra and Becky fight again, and I really don't want to see Lyra and Bayley fight again. Lyra has already been champion. She lost it. And this is her second time trying to obtain the title. She needs to move to the back. Let Bayley go up against Becky at SummerSlam, and she should win. And then Becky can ride off into the sunset or do whatever it is she want to do. Either way, Becky should not be champion by the time Clash in Paris rolls around. You feel what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, that was it. Okay, that was all. Okay. Hello, Nicole. I knew she would be happy. I knew she loved that turn on Blake. Blake knows she could beat Jacy. I'm telling you. Because Jacy can still be beat. Of course, anybody is beatable, but she's going to have a hard time with Jordynne. It's going to take all of her energy to exert to take down Jordynne. But going up against Jacy, That's an easier fight. And honestly, it's very smart, in my opinion. She ain't winning against Masha. I don't want her to. Do they got a Charlotte Flair sign back there? Look at that sign.
You missed the Naomi sign back there earlier.
No, I saw the Naomi sign. That Charlotte sign is fire. If y'all are watching this Charlotte sign is nuts. That is crazy. Blake stayed turning on her friends and be dead ass about it. Literally would try to kill you, but say you're her best friend still. Baby. If you know that woman's history, you should have expected it. You should have expected it. They were a raucous bunch today. It's crazy that it probably took them forever. I know, right? But it was so dope. Y'all, listen to me. I really, really enjoyed this particular PLE. I told y'all that this show was going to be good. I promised y'all if y'all just stop making assumptions, stop with the whole let's make content bullshit, just really clear your mind and not be biased and just let the show play out, you will thoroughly enjoy it from start to finish. And I was right. Everything is not going to be perfect when it comes to wrestling. But my God, when they get it right, they get it right. And they got this PLE right all the way down to the last match to the finish. They got it right. They got it right. And they were entertaining. They did this correctly. Y'all shit on this PLE before it even got out. Y'all said they booked it crazy. Y'all said they rushed and threw it together. And look what they got out of it. Look what we got out of it. We got an amazing, historic PLE that was 10,000 times better than the first one. Light years ahead of the first one.
That's a championship match. So it could be any championship.
This is amazing. She said, I knew it was going to at least be better than the last one. Absolutely. I think Evolution will stay. I think they're going to have it again next year. And I think every year the ante is going to get upped as to where they can go and what they're going to be able to do with Evolution. I really, really do think that this show is going to stay and it's going to be impactful. It's going to be awesome. I missed half of it because of work, but I did see the Battle Royal. Well, baby, you need to go back and watch the beginning. Whenever they put the other part up, you need to watch it. In the great words of Beyonce, who runs the world, girls and Zoo. Yes, they need to make it annually. I don't know if they're going to do it annually, but I would love to see it. If they're going to put quality out like this, then I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Y'all, listen. There's really nothing else I can say about the show. Honestly, I'm just so proud of Naomi. I'm so happy for her. I'm so proud of how well they did this. They booked this show down to the T correctly. They really gave y'all their all in this show. They performed exceptionally well. Everybody performed at an extremely high caliber. There were no botches or hiccups in this show. Everything was smooth. Everybody pulled out all the stops and did exceptionally well. You can't give me not one match that was bad. Even if you don't like certain people on the card, the matches weren't bad. They were good matches. They really were. I think this was super successful. And with the long-term Maybelline deal, I think it's staying. I have to respectfully agree. 1,000%. That would be a good sponsor. Maybelline is already a sponsor, if I recall. That's what Nicole is saying. Also, I was also shocked. Lash was in there for as long as she was. Right? She made it all the way to the end. I was so proud of her too. Like I really hope that this is a good sign for her. If she can't get the WWE Championship, I hope she gets pulled and gets to have a good run in that mid-card with one of the mid-card titles and really do some damage because Lash did sensational today. She did amazing. All right. Listen, the show was fun. It was absolutely sensational. If y'all did not watch the show from the beginning or you haven't seen the entire show, I highly recommend you wait a few hours and go in and watch it. Please watch it. Even if you know what's going to happen, watch it anyway. Enjoy the show because it was phenomenal. Triple H and everybody who's involved did an amazing job with this show. They did a great job. For the pay-per-view, but they have an all-around sponsorship with WWE as a whole now. They announced it the other day. Yes. So they are a great sponsor because they are a sponsor. So, yeah. So, y'all make sure y'all rate, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see my full reactions of everything, you guys can head over to my Instagram and go and check it out. Everything is scrolling below. You can always support the channel. Okay. By following me on all of my socials to when the girls get the girls together next week, I'm pretty sure we'll have a nice time talking about this pay-per-view and we'll break down each match like we always do and tell you guys how we feel. Hopefully, I'll be able to get Midwest Melanin Mafia together and we'll be able to get that done as well. But y'all, I'm so proud of every one of these women on this card. I cannot believe how beautifully they turned this out. They did a great job. I'm so proud of them. I am so proud. I can't say it enough. I'm so proud and I'm so happy for Naomi. I literally was sitting here about to be in tears, but I had to put myself together so I could do this. But I'm so happy for that woman. I'm so proud of her. And I'm pretty sure Jimmy is happy for her and her whole family. And I know that everything in kayfabe is happening right now with Naomi and Jade and Bianca. But I'm pretty sure when she went back there, them curtains, they was back there hugging her and giving her all the love that she deserved because she's earned it and she deserves it. Listen, you never know what is happening down the road. So sometimes you have to go through a little bit of hell to get to your heaven. Okay? And on that note, I will see you guys on Monday after Monday Night Raw. Naomi's a part of the roster now, I assume. It ain't like they gonna switch shows for the champions, are they?
I don't think so.
I don't know, but that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of interesting. Move Tiffany's ass over there to Raw. Take her into the shark-infested waters and see how she fare over there with her arrogant ass. Anyways, if you want to see my reactions to the show and all of the matches, please don't forget to follow me on my social media. I do post on my TikTok as well as on my IG. I'm still uploading videos now as we speak, so it's going to take me a couple hours for you to see everything. But whatever socials you follow me on, you will be able to see all of my reactions. So make sure you follow me over there. And to continue to support my channel, you can become a member. You'll have access to all of the lives. You'll have access to all of the videos before everyone else. You'll also get a discount and you'll also have exclusive content once our membership hits a certain number. All right. Now, if you want to support in another way, we have merch readily available for you to purchase. All right. It is always available. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. Like I said, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more wrestling content. Check out our merch and consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, special emojis, and members-only content.